All right, so we're about to get really serious on the show. So,
but don't worry, we're gonna end it on a high note.
I mean, this is gonna go off on many tangents too. Maybe we should just be called the Tangent Podcast. I mean, all right. So Zach, explain your topic and what's the controversy behind it.
My topic it's a controversial topic. Controversial.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, it didn't sound right.
Just keep going. It's okay.
Many people probably haven't heard of the game, but there's a game that's being made called Hatred. It's a top-down, third-person shooter. Thinking, well, what's the controversy behind that game? It sounds like, Dead Nation type thing. Well, the thing is, it's basically people are comparing it to, a mass shooting simulator.
Which they should, but
from how it looks, I mean, you can see where they're getting at. You're basically this dude who leaves his house and starts killing innocent people, men, women, I don't know, children are being killed in it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They haven't really...
Yeah, I just saw the trailer today, so...
Yeah, they haven't really showed anything about that, but the only thing that's really out for that is that trailer. I mean, there's nothing else for it. And the whole topic was that which Steam has this whole greenlight program, which they need to fix anyway, because they're releasing broken games off of it just about every day. And Hatred was on Steam Greenlight, and people were, approving it. They were going to have it go through. Well, Steam took it off Greenlight, which is stupid. I mean, it's bullshit that they took it off.
I'm not a Steam guy. What is Greenlight? Is it just like you talking about, just like them greenlighting the project, letting them?
What happens is people put their ideas and they show, like, for example, The Intruder, which was one of my most anticipated games like a year or two ago. You have this idea and you put like up pictures and videos of what it's going to be about. You put a description and people will greenlight it, and so Steam funds them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Steam will fund them to make the game. So
all right, sorry.
It's getting funding from Steam instead of going to a Kickstarter and getting funding from everyone else.
Yeah.
But they took it off Greenlight, and which a lot of people were like, "Oh, good on Steam." No, it's not good on them.
Yeah, you're right.
That's basically impeding the freedom of speech right there.
You're absolutely wrong.
It's terrible that they did that, which eventually... The only reason they did it was because they didn't want to get, connected with this game. Because I think Double Fine was actually a part of the production of Hatred. But they took their name out of it. They said, take our name out of it. We don't want to be, bundled with that.
Yeah.
And when it's understandable considering what the game is, but whenever they took it off Greenlight, it was just... taking away the freedom of speech, and then eventually they put it back on Greenlight. They did put it back.
So it's back now and people are funding it again, or
as far as I know, last I heard it was still on Greenlight.
Okay.
And everything, which I tried to look it up one day on Steam just by itself, but it's not out, so it didn't show up. But I didn't look in Greenlight.
Okay.
I just can't see why, people are so selective with that kind of stuff. Like, what's the difference in, like I said earlier, going and stepping out in Grand Theft Auto 5 and just killing people?
I mean, that's the point. Exactly. What's the big difference?
I don't see a difference.
People today are way too sensitive over what they get mad about.
Yeah, and they select it selective.
Yeah, but
sorry.
What I think about it is, why people think video games is what's causing these people to go around and shoot up schools and all. It's not.
No.
People use video games. I did a research project, and I'm not going to get in on it, but I did research over this, and it's been connected that that's not it. I mean, it's mental disorders, and if you have a mental disorder, you're going to do it no matter what. So I mean, or not that, but if you have a mental disorder and you're not seeking help, it's not going to matter,
Something's going to happen.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. A video game is not going to make... I don't play Grand Theft Auto and think, well, if I run this person over going across the crosswalk, I can outrun the cops and go hide behind a building and they're not going to find me. No, I'm going to get arrested. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I mean, they're going to find me and I'm going to go to jail.
I mean... You want me to weigh in on it? I mean, is it my turn? Because I'm going to go on for a while.
It's fine. Go ahead. I'm ready to listen.
All right. So it's like you said, the freedom of speech thing.
Yeah.
We're in a very difficult time as gamers because the biggest forefront right now is sexism in gaming. And you know what? To me, that is a bigger deal than the violence in video games because, I mean...
it is for the most part.
I agree.
The way the internet community treats female gamers, it's wrong. I mean, it is absolutely wrong.
It is absolutely.
I mean, but at the same time, you look at this, and do I condone people going out and killing people? No. But at the same time, it's like you said, it's a freedom of speech thing. It's not like this person is sitting here telling these people to go do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not saying that.
Exactly. This controversy has been going on since Postal came out, since Mortal Kombat came out. What else? Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, this stuff has just been going on forever. Manhunt. I mean, it just
which the whole Postal thing is that someone pointed this out too. I mean, back when Postal first came out, everyone went crazy about it. But now no one cares.
Exactly.
It's the same thing that's going to happen with Hatred a few years down the line. Everyone's not going to care at that point. They're going to, basically like, oh, it's just another game.
Yep.
And then some other game will come out that'll be the new hot button.
I mean, it's you don't have to play the game if you don't want to.
Exactly.
If it bothers you that much,
don't play it.
Just don't play it. I mean, it's just like in Modern Warfare. Was it 2?
Yeah.
The airport scene. I mean, you didn't have to play that.
The no Russian mission. They gave you an option to skip that.
There have been worse things in this Hatred game. Like, do you guys remember that? I don't know who the guy was. Somebody made a video game of the Columbine shooting.
Yeah.
That is worse than that. And
absolutely.
I'm still not even offended by that. That happened. But if you don't want to play it, don't play it.
How is that any different than making a movie?
Yes,
a documentary.
You're so right.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the thing is, gaming is almost such a new. It's not, but at the same time, it's such a new medium, and it's getting to the point where it's as big of a medium as TV and movies. So. Yes. It's becoming more of a broad audience to people. People don't understand, and once people like our age start getting into like Congress and things like that, and who grew up with gaming, we won't have all this stupid, gaming corrupts you and
once
blah blah blah.
Like you said, we're still kind of being run by our parents' generation.
We are. I mean, it's
even our grandparents' generation.
Absolutely.
So they see things in their frame of mind, and our parents see things like from what they grew up with, and they're not used to this.
Western Kentucky.
Yeah. No kidding.
And that's the thing, like they're probably out in like California and up in New York and stuff. It's a different frame of mind. I know
absolutely.
It is, but like around here, people judge like if us playing video games, my parents plenty of times like, well, that's not good for you. Get outside. I do go outside. I do go outside and do stuff, but I love playing video games.
Yeah, absolutely.
My dad still calls them stupid video
games. They're stupid to them, but to me, it's like it's a way to relieve stress. Like if I'm relieve stress by like going on and killing zombies or something. I'm not going and killing people, but like it takes my mind, it takes me away from what's happening right now.
And gaming is such a broad medium. I mean, if I want to go and get involved in a story, I can go sit down, play The Last of Us, and just get sucked in. If I just want to go and do stupid, mindless things, and just, you can play. I don't know. What's a good game that doesn't require a lot of thinking? Call of Duty?
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Call of Duty. Minecraft, your
I've
mind
never
can
played
just wander.
Minecraft, but I mean...
and if you want to get competitive and have people yell at you, play Counter-Strike.
Look, the community will get pretty... The community will get pretty toxic.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what people should be worrying about more with Hatred, is the fact that it's a top-down shooter.
Oh, no.
And it looks like absolute garbage. It's not the fact that, I mean, it's I'm not condoning violence. All right, I'm just saying this game doesn't look very good.
It really doesn't.
At all.
I don't like
Do you think
shooters.
that do you think this game is getting, like, the interview is getting way too hyped, and that's why it's going to get popular, and that's why people are going to play it? Because the interview, I haven't watched it yet. I don't think I will, because I don't want to spend money on a movie that's only getting its popularity based on an internet attack.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you wonder if the guy making this. I don't know, and I don't want to say this and accuse somebody. I don't. Who's making it? Like, is it just one guy? Is it like a small group?
Epic Games or something like that.
There's no way it's Epic Games.
Or something like it's Epic.
But I know it's Unreal Engine. It's the Unreal Engine 4.
Here,
but
I can find out real quick.
But at the same time, like, do you? I don't want to say this.
Oh, it's a small group.
Yeah, but I don't want to sit here and say that they're doing it to get publicity. They might be.
Well, I think they're just doing it for the hell of it. You know,
I mean, maybe at one time it was just a top-down shooter, like maybe it was a Smash TV remake. Please remake that game. That is the only top-down shooter game worth playing. Smash TV. But anyway, maybe they did that just to get some hype. I mean, you never know. I don't want to say that because I don't know these people.
But maybe it was the idea, but at the same time, like, whenever you think of a game idea, if it's going to get controversy or not.
Absolutely.
Because GTA's always got that controversy with like the hot coffee mode on GTA San Andreas. Yeah. They got eventually you had to buy a very specific version to get it.
Yeah. And then patch it. It was a lot of work for
Rockstar.
So what's the point? It's going to get controversy. So,
well, it's with gaming. They pick like one selective little part of the game.
Exactly.
And they're like, this is how the whole game is.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no, it's not.
It's made by Destructive Creations, by the way. That's the people who made it. I've never heard of it.
I haven't either.
Yeah, which, everyone's focusing on that, but from how... Yeah, thanks for looking that up. I don't know where Epic was coming from.
Well, probably because I think it was Unreal Engine 4.
It is Unreal Engine.
That's probably where it was then. Which, it said... the only other thing I've seen just revealed about it is that you're not going to be in a city the whole time, like just killing everything. You're going to be somewhere else, and it's kind of alluding that you're going somewhere, possibly like hell or something, or heaven. Just going somewhere else and doing it. It's not necessarily going to be focused around a city, but it doesn't really tell you anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's just focusing on you're in a city, killing a bunch of these people.
I really had no idea. I thank Zack because he brought this to my attention because I really had no idea anything about the game. He brought it up. He brought it up about a month ago, and then I forgot about it. He said that this was going to be his topic, and I was like, well, I really need to research what this game is, and I was looking into it. And it's just this past week we had this Hotline Miami 2 stuff going on.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, what happened was, I guess like the opening scene of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I
was going to talk about a little bit about
it's like a movie in a movie. I think it's like there's a guy filming a movie in the game, and you play as the actor, and he's like, Hotline Miami, he's beating people up. Yeah. He like punches a woman in the face, and at the same time, and then it looks like he's about to do sexual acts to her, but at the same time, you don't have to watch that scene. It's like Modern Warfare 2. You can skip it. Right. And I'm not condoning sexual violence at all. In fact, it is despicable and
it's
a disgusting act.
But I loved Hotline Miami 1, so I'm going to play Hotline Miami 2.
Playing a game like that's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go punch a woman in the face.
Yeah, or I'm going to go, do bad things to women. No.
It's just, if you have mental problems like that, you shouldn't be playing games, or you shouldn't even be in society in general. You need to get some help. If
you have something if you think that you're going to go kill someone, or if you feel like, you can't take it anymore, you need to go see if you can afford. There is ways that you can afford to go. The government has all sorts of ways that you can see somebody for free. Not just talking about Medicare or anything about that. They will pay for you if you don't have a way to do it. Sure. So, go get help if you need it.
If that, it's a good topic, and that's the thing we want to do on this show. We want to cover everything. We want to have fun with it. We want to cover some controversial things.
Exactly. You can't ignore the things like this.
No, you can't.
So you have to.
You can't. And I'm sure they're like Zack. That's why one of the things I love about Zack is he's got that. He's like our PC guy. Like he knows. Mm-hmm. I miss out on that stuff.
I didn't even know what hatred was.
So thank you, Zack. I didn't even know about that.
Well, it's one of those things in a growing internet culture, and as we're integrating ourselves in, how we want to be, we have to be aware of that stuff. Yeah. So that's
absolutely. That's why we wanted to do this.
Which with the whole Hotline Miami thing, which I'm glad that a lot of people are actually doing this with game stuff, like giving you the choice.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be
more
your choice
to do that.
That's. I've watched some weird foreign movies, and there's worse stuff than that, and
a Serbian film.
I've heard of that.
It's bad.
Well, it's just I think it's the American culture. A lot of it. I don't know. I don't know what to say to the correct things to say. It's just I think the way the American culture views things, that it's like he said, they're so sensitive about everything. I mean, I people in America will diss people in France, but you know what? When all that stuff was going on in Paris, 2 weeks ago with those shootings, they were just like, you know what? Screw you guys. We're Paris. We're united. You know what? And it's just, you don't see that stuff when things like that happen around here. You don't see that. I mean, the stuff Paris has been through in history, they're like, you know what? We're Paris.
Yeah, I mean,
we're OG.
We'll get through it.
Original.
I mean,
OGs.
it's just. I think it's just the American culture.
It is.
And I think people should stop. People should stop overreacting to things.
Stop worrying about the little things that don't really affect anything. Really, worry about the big picture stuff. Like,
absolutely,
everyone's sitting here worried about one little game and everything. It's not going to change anything. Oh, you're going to stop this one game, possibly from being made. Okay, whoop-de-doo, big deal. But how is that going to change all the big problems? Which now gas is going really low. I don't know why that is.
It's because. That's another topic,
it's nice.
All right,
it's nice.
So basically, we're all in agreement that
everybody needs to stop being pansies.
Yeah, well there you go. We don't condone anything like that at all, but at the same time, people should stop being sensitive.